up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, you gotta forgive me. I'm looking a little sweaty. I've been starting a light regiment, so I just got through off my daily 1.5 mile walk. So forget the looks, open pores and shit. But anyway, I got story time for you, and this story time is universal. Okay, what a lot of you all don't know is when I was younger, I was what they call a hardcore gamer. That's right. I got into a lot of games, mainly Quake, all Quake games, Quake 1, Quake 2, all of them. I got in all the Quake games. I got into Unreal Tournament, things like that. Um, I eventually, one of my friends hooked me up to a game called Diablo, and I'm talking about the first one. Yep. And I was all up in that. Okay. I was all up in that, man. And that's when I got kind of hooked to some, not a lot, some RPG games, role playing games. And this story time is called Backseat Gamer. This is an incident because I was into gaming when I lived in Seattle, even when I moved to Las Vegas. Okay. In Las Vegas, they have these places you can actually go game. Like if your computer is down or your computer does not meet the requirements, it's almost like a cafe, uh, cyber cafe, but it's geared towards gamers. Okay, so I went because I wanted to play this game that I got. All right, and I believe either someone gave it to me or I bought it, and it was called World of Warcraft. Yeah, and this is when it first really started was coming out, when it was really hot when it first started. Okay, so I was sitting there, and I guess I got the eye of some gamer that finished gaming or something, and I pulled out my I believe either it was a CD or a DVD. Okay, to get ready to put it into the machine, and he walks up to me. Oh, you getting ready to play Warcraft? And and I was like, yeah, I decided to try it out. A little bit different than what I usually play. And this guy went on to tell me how to start it, what to fight, all like storylines and all sort of stuff. And I would interrupt him politely and say, "Well, oh, thank you. I appreciate all your help, man. All right, I really appreciate everything." Okay, most people would catch a hint. No, not this guy. So he would go on and on. So the third time, I was like, "All right, cool, man, cool, cool, all right." And I thought he left, right? So I took the game out of the package, and I was getting ready to put it into the machine. Everybody's gaming, everybody in their own world. All of a sudden, I feel something on the back of my neck, right? And I'm like, first I thought it was my imagination, and then it just got hotter and heavier. Lo and behold, people, it was the guy. He was standing behind me, so close. He was like the ultimate backseat gamer. He was standing behind me so close, waiting for me to put the disc in the machine that his breath, him breathing, was blowing on the back of my neck. And I couldn't make this up. This got truth. It was blowing on the back of my freaking neck, right? So I was like, okay, I'm done. And I was like, and I took it and I put it away and I put it in my book. But he goes, "Oh, you're not gonna play?" And I was like, "You know what? I changed my mind, and I'm just gonna do a little surf and check my email because I got something to take care of. So, and I need a little bit more time." I made up some cheesy excuse. Yes, I lied. So he he was like, "Oh, okay, okay." said a couple more words, and he left. Right. So what I did when I got home, I did something I used to do when I lived in Seattle. Um, I didn't play the game for like months because that whole entire experience just threw me off. And what I did do is I think it's called Black Box or Bear Box, and basically these are computers that are empty. Okay, you can buy them online, but they have the latest CPU in it. They have the latest motherboard, so it's a way of upgrading without having to pay, you know, extra hundreds of dollars. Because all you do is you transfer your hard drive and your memory over to this like bare box computer, and start it up, and then boom, you're gaming. And I did that a lot. Okay, so I end up getting a computer and doing that and playing it. And even when I play it, I played it from home, right? Even when I played it, I had the worst experience of my life. I was enjoying it at first, and then this guy, I don't know who he was. I guess he was a seasoned player. Decided to say, "Hey, you want to go and I forgot what loot with me?" I'm like, what's that? And he's like, well, we can go in the caves and go into places and get all these, goods and stuff, and help you upgrade your thing, your character. I was like, oh, cool, right? This guy played me for a fool because I was a newbie at this game, right? He had me going against these big monsters and stuff, and they would kill me or I kill the monster and die in the process, and he would take all the loot and say, okay, let's go here. I heard there's caves over here. So he did that, and after the third time, I was like, I'm done. I don't need no loot. Yeah, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. But that's my story time. Yep, I was a hardcore gamer. Okay, and back in the day, uh, for you gamers now, they actually had free internet. Okay, you could use the dial up, or you at that time they didn't have fiber. Okay, this was a long time ago. You use dial up or you use DSL. Okay, a lot of hardcore gamers use DSL because it was faster at the time. And I tell you what, I used to get on that servers. I used to play against friends. I get on that server and everything, and man, I mean, we would go at it. I had a little bit of name for myself. Okay, and this was way before YouTube and all that stuff. And Microsoft used to give you free internet. A lot of places would give you free internet. You just have to deal with some ads, and you got free dial up and all this stuff. You can game for hours, man, for free. It was a whole different world than it is now. And I mean, I had a really good time. And there's one time I was, I was being a sniper. I had my sniper rifle, right? And I was playing on the server, but it was, I believe it was like Unreal Tournament, and I was popping out. Man, I was popping off the professionals. I was taking them out. I had a perfect hiding place, right? It was awesome. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all right, I started losing my health. Just kept losing my health, right? And I couldn't figure out where am I losing my health. No one's around, nobody's shooting me, but my health kept going until it was gone. And I found out, and then at the end, I found out why. Someone had found me Someone had found me, my spot, and had jumped on top of my head and was constantly jumping on top of my head, and I didn't know it until I was gone. Well, anyway, that's my story time. I guess you got two of them in that one, right? And that's backseat gamer. All right. That's why I respect a lot of times and how some of these gamers now, because I watch gamers. Okay, like Julia TV, and just a lot of them out there, and uh, uh, what you call it, gamers little playground. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them out there. I watch these gamers, and I had total. Oh, and I love Hollow. Hollow's great, and I have total respect for them when they get upset when people are backseat gaming, because backseat gamers can't take a hint, and they won't stop until you ban them or just get rude with them. Okay, and so I have total respect when they lose it on some of these backseat gamers. But anyway, that's my story time. I could go on for hours, and I guess I'll wrap to y'all later. Peace.